Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to Kingfish Simple. So in today's video we're going to be doing another vlog, and today's video I'm in a pretty, I'm kind of losing hair at this point. The fish room has gone out of power. I'm going to explain it in a second, but today hopefully they're going to come and fix it. So I'm going to show you what's happened, just keep you guys updated with what's happening, because you know you got to be prepared for these things when you got a fish room and stuff like this. So yeah, super annoying, but without any further ado, let's have a look inside the fish room. So we're in the fish room and it's a bit of a mess, obviously, just because of the franticness of, I don't know if that's a word, but just because of all the struggles of trying to get power to this room. So basically the story is that I came in here on Thursday, so it's Saturday now. So I came here on Thursday in the afternoon. So I was here in the morning, like I am always. I always come in the morning and the arvo. Sometimes I come in between, but I always come in the morning the arvo to feed. And I came in the morning and everything was fine, but I come back in the arvo, and this is New Year's Eve. So I'm about to go out, it's like 5 o'clock, and I come in and the whole room is just dark. And there's nothing going, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the power's gone out. So I run upstairs and I have a look, because there's other people upstairs, obviously this is a tenanted building, and the cafe guy's upstairs and his power's on. So I was super confused, called the landlord or whatever, and it turns out that during a swap of the power, like the tenancy plans for the power, mine got turned off for some reason. The energy company did it wrong, but my power got turned off. So they're meant to be coming today to come turn it back on, but I asked the cafe guy very nicely, and he saved my life. We've got a cord going up to the upstairs. We've got 30 meters of extension cord, and we were just running the air pump, the main air pump. So we've got, as you can see, air going to all the fish tanks, and we've got the fry system plugged in. Now, I didn't actually lose any of my breeding stock because it was only a couple of hours, but I did lose some of my angelfish fry. So you can see we've still got a lot of them, but just that amount of time did kill a couple of the angelfish fry, and I lost like one panda cory, and that was about it. So super annoying, you know, these are the things that happen. But today apparently he's meant to be coming to turn it back on. So I guess one of the important things that I've learned from this is that I need to get a generator now. I don't have a generator yet. I'm going to be getting one, because you know you can't afford to have all your breeding stock gone just because of one mistake. So most of the time I find that the stuff that survives is like stuff that's understocked. So like for instance, these epistogrammas in here would be absolutely fine because there's only 2 fish in there, so they'd be good for ages. But stuff like down in this aquarium where we've got just a ton of rainbow fish and random fry doesn't last, because it runs out of oxygen and the water starts to go bad and all that kind of stuff. So that's not good. But I'm going to need to be getting a generator, but they said they're going to come from in between 1 to 6 p.m. So it's now 1 p.m. I don't know what time they're going to come, or if they're even going to come. I really hope they do. But in the meantime, while we're waiting, I'm just going to go and, you know, siphon out a couple of tanks and just make myself useful while I'm here and just do a couple of chores. So I'll catch up with you guys when they get here. Alrighty, so we're back, and now it's been another day since the electricity has been out. So the guy came, he had a look around, he had to actually come in, have a look at the whole fish room and just check where the power was and stuff like that. I have no clue why, just before he turned it back on. And yeah, so he had a look around and the power came back on, he just flicked it back on. He was super confused though as to why the power actually even went out in the first place, which is really confusing for me as well. Like, it was the scariest thing that ever happened to me, really. Honestly, I can't stress enough that I had hair falling out. I didn't actually have hair fall out, I don't think, but it was really that stressful. So I'm super glad to have everything back on. Now, like I said, I only lost a few angelfish, so here's what we've got left. But besides that, I also lost a couple of peppermints, which is really, really annoying because I just got that spawn, if you saw in my last vlog. But today we've got a huge day, because if you saw my last vlog, which is, there's going to be like a link to that as well, I am leaving. I'm going to Tasmania for 5 days or 5 nights, and I'm having someone else come and take care of the fish room. So in today's vlog, for the rest of it, we're going to be doing a bunch of little menial tasks and setting up the room for when I leave. So I've got to color coordinate all the tanks and show you how the feeding system's going to work. But we're also going to be shipping out a bunch of fish. I've got like 5 boxes of fish to ship out today, so we're going to be doing that now, and we're going to be moving a bunch of stuff around, like these betta fry. So if you saw the last vlog, here's the betta fry. You won't believe how many koi bettas there are. Look at this box. There's just a ton of them. So those are the longfin kois. These are the blueberry kois. There's about half the amount that you just saw in there. And there's like 3 galaxy kois. So we're going to be moving those into little fry boxes as well today. Just a bunch of little things going on. So let's go ahead and pack these boxes. So we've just finished up boxing a bunch of fish. We got 5 boxes today. Excuse that box, that's just rubbish. Yeah, we got 5 boxes. This is about half of what I was actually meant to send out, but because of the holiday season, a lot of people are actually on holidays, so I'm holding orders until a week for some people, like a week later, for some people to get their package. So you can see all these angelfish tanks are starting to look a little bit more empty. Bittersweet, everyone's going to get to go to new homes, and hopefully good new homes. It looks like everyone knows what they're doing, because I text and reach out to all the people who order from me. I try to. So we've got a ton of stuff that's now sold, so I'm a little bit depressed about it, but in the end they're all going to be going to great homes. So we sold a bunch of angelfish and a bunch of guppies, and yeah, so we're going to go take all this stuff to the post office, and we're going to come back and do some maintenance stuff. So we just dropped the packages off at the post office, which is great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be putting the bedders into one of these boxes. Now we've got angelfish in both of these, so we're going to keep them. We've got some rainbow fish in here, which aren't quite big enough yet to be moved out, so they're going to stay in here until I come back. But we've got this thing, which is full of just random stuff, because I had one of these boxes over the other side. You can see right there in the middle of the screen. I accidentally leant on it because I'm in such a small room and I cracked it. So we had an emergency, and I had to put these guys into something, so they all went into here. So these will be going into a tank, and then we can put bedders in here. We'll put one of the types of bedders in there, and we'll also be using one of these as well. So let's quickly do that. Okay, so we've just finished that up, and all the bedders are now in their fry boxes. So you can see in here the insane amount of longfin kois that we got. So, gosh, I have no clue how many there are in here. I mean, someone in the comments can take a guess, but there's just a lot of these guys. So they're all eating microworms. If we come over to here, we've also got like the 5 galaxy kois, so not many of them. And if we come over here, we've got all of the blueberry kois. So there's maybe 100 of these guys, I'm not too sure. But we've just finished that up, so we're letting the containers air out now, and we've cleaned them up. So now what we're going to be doing is preparing all these foods for someone who's going to come and feed them, like for us while I'm away. So what I like to use is stickers or these tabs, and you get a bunch of different colors because I have a bunch of different foods. And the way this system works is you can see all the different colors there, so each color represents a different food. So what you do is you take your food, so for instance this is a tub full of pellets, and we put a colored sticker on there. Now the colored sticker's not on there because we used up all the stickers, and then the person can find every tank with the label on it and feed that food. So we've done that with the flakes, and we've done that with the pellets. So there's a few other things like the rapashi and algae wafers and things like that, which I've got a label, and the curry first bites and microworms and stuff like that. Now the person who's coming to take care of the fish has kept stuff before, so they should know how much to feed. I've told them that it's way better to underfeed all the fish than to overfeed, because you know you can have huge mistakes if we do that. So what we're going to be doing is labeling all of these. I've only got 8 labels, and I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible for the person taking care of it. So we'll see how we go. Make sure every tank's going to get fed while I'm away, especially the fry. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. Alright, so I just wrapped that up, and you can see each tank now has a label. So there's lots of pellet labels and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully it should be pretty straightforward to take care of this. We'll see how we go. I mean, you can never expect too much. And there's like a little guide. So I want, check every time for dead fish and remove them. You got to match each sticker on tank with the feed sticker. So like the sticker down there has to match with that, and then you can feed it. Don't overfeed anything with first bites, gets microworms. So for the fry, I'm trying to load up the tanks full of microworms, because the microworms can last in the water for a very long time. If they only come once a day, then it means that there's going to be at least some kind of food source for them to eat. So I'm only gone for 5 days. We'll see how we go. I think they should be all right if they're eating once a day, and they'll just be a little bit skinny and their growth's going to slow down. So we'll see. Hopefully we do all right. I mean, I've only just started really producing stuff, and the breeding stock has only just started really getting into production. So to be honest, it's kind of like all about just taking care of the breeding stock. The fry is just a bonus if we can get that through, because when I come back, I have plans to make a lot more fish. So that should be good. Now, I think that's pretty much it for today. I mean, there's not much else going on today. Very boring day. I was just showing you guys, me getting through, if you can see over there, it's actually these two are spawning. Anyways, I was just showing you guys me getting through the blackout, which was very scary, and me setting up to go away. So a big stressful couple of days in the fish room, but now it's all done. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next vlog.